Welcome to the Talmud Torah of St. Paul Media Wiki for Students. I'm going to try to show you how to use this wiki to help you begin to do research for your homework and assignments. For all of you who are in 3rd and 4th grade, this is the icon that you would click on. Now let's click on that and see what happens when we do so. It'll open a new window and it will let me maximize that. And it will show you the choices that you can have about research and learning how to use your computer for internet and other sources of information. This first site, called Learning About the World Wide Web, is a site which we will be using to help you learn how to use the internet in a safe and reasonable kind of way. If we click on the back arrow here, I can show you the next piece of research we will be learning is how to search on the internet. And this page will first give you an explanation of what a search engine is. There's a little video that we'll be watching to show you how to do a good search using a search engine. And then I've listed several search engines that are particularly useful for students in 3rd and 4th grade. Now, some of you might already be comfortable with going to Google to search for information, but these 3 sites that I've listed here, KidRex, Ask Kids, and Yahoo Kids, are really geared toward giving you information that's comfortable reading level for students your age. Let's just look at some of the examples. KidRex works exactly like Google does, except the screen looks a little different, but it uses Google as its main information source. The difference is, however, if you type in, let's say, dinosaurs, rather than getting information from university level kinds of information about dinosaurs, you will instead get information that's intended for students, including games and fun, books about dinosaurs, and so on. Okay. If we go to Ask Kids, that too is a search engine for students, and you can type in your information that you would like to find. Let's say you're doing a project where you need to learn about prairie dogs. And we click on that. The information that we will get is what a prairie dog is. It will give us basic information about it. Click on More. It will tell us more information about prairie dogs. And it basically would help you to work on a project for class about prairie dogs. It has a video of prairie dogs. It gives you information about different types of prairie dogs and some photographs and vital statistics, and even, if we wanted to, some information about their sound. So there's a lot of good facts here, and if you were doing a project for your class on prairie dogs, you would find a lot of good information. If we go to Yahoo Kids, it too is a good spot to find information for homework or for projects that you might be doing for school. And as this loads, let's just maximize it so you can see the whole page a little better. One of the things that you can do, okay, is you can see clips, you can do reference, you can use World Fact Book. So let's stick with our prairie dog theme here and see what kind of information we would find from this website. Prairie dogs are mammals. We can click here to see all the mammals that they might have information on. And they look like they're listed in alphabetical order. And rather than scroll through the whole list, I'm going to decide, gee, I really want to go up here and type in the word prairie dog and see what information I can come up with. And so let's find out from the encyclopedia what information we have about prairie dogs. And here we get a lot of word-based information about prairie dogs. Now let's go back and see what happens if we click on this information, and here we get a picture and a little more description. Now I will say on this particular topic, I think that you would probably agree with me that what we've got are better information from Ask Kids than Yahoo Kids, but each one of these websites has information that's easy enough for students to understand. Now, if we go back to our original page, in addition to searching the internet, we also have a website that we can go to, or different websites we can go to that are specific research tools. Now, the other page was search engines. This is different from search engines because these 4 sites that I've listed here, Facts for Me, Kid Info Bits, Encarta, and Encyclopedia Britannica, are reference materials that are collected on the internet. The first one you may have used with Miss Shockett in the past, Facts for Me. And it's a website where you can look up some information, as it says here on the side, about particular animals or things, and it's geared toward the younger student. Kid Info Bits connects you to the Electronic Library of Minnesota, to the children's section for children your age group. And again, it's got different kinds of information that you can look up. If you were working on a project on the Civil War, you could click on this and say, I've got different topics here: United history in general, United States Civil War. And you could click on that, and instead of finding lists of general websites, what you get here are articles, and it tells you how hard or easy the reading level is. The green circles are easy reading level, the triangles are a little more difficult reading level. And if you click on these articles, you will get information to work on a project. Okay? Now, if we go back to here and look up to see what Encarta is like using the encyclopedia in the library, where you can look up different topics. So again, let's try American history. Why don't we do people in history, and we can look up Clara Barton. Okay, who was an important figure in the time of the Civil War. And let's see what we come up with. And it tells us who she was, and that she was the person who founded the American Red Cross, and it gives us some pictures and some general information about her. And if you wanted to know more, you just click on the More About Clara Barton, and it would give you essentially a whole encyclopedia article about Clara Barton. Encyclopedia Britannica works in exactly the same way. It too is an encyclopedia that you can look things up online with, and you can type it in their little search box, or you can go through the links on the side. So let's History and Society, and we can type in Clara Barton. Oh, there she is. She showed up on my, and we will get some information about Clara Barton coming up here on our side. Now, sometimes some of these ads have advertising. We don't really want the advertising. We want the information. And again, we get a little bit of information on the side. We have some audio and video here as well. And you can find out some basic information about Clara Barton. Now, all of these tools make it possible for you to begin to learn how to use the computer to do your research. And as we go through the school year, Ms. Shockett and I, Dr. Schultz, will help you learn how to use these materials in a useful way. And I wish you a good school year, and I look forward to working with you.